This willow tree has been cut and harvested several times, and this one you can see the growth. All of these thin, perfect little rods are coming out of that crown. If it's done very close to the surface of the ground, this process is called coppicing in English. If it's done further up, it's called pollarding. So this is wattle like wattle and daub, except it's not daubed. It's just the wattle work. In other words, it's woven sticks on frames. And the crazy thing about this fence is it is an extremely strong sort of fencing, and it's completely sustainable. The thing about this is that it's grown from wood which comes back every year. And the process that they use to gather that is something called coppicing, which we're going to show you right now. This is a low spot which is ideal for growing willow. It collects water, it's kind of swampy, and you've got all of these willow plants growing here. Behind me as well you can see a bunch of long twigs. Now what's happened here is you've got a whole bunch of these little willow trees that are being chopped off, and then new growth is coming up. And that new growth, because of the way the plant hormones work, starts growing out really long and thin. And that crown of the plant starts producing a whole bunch of long, thin stalks all at once. And you end up with a whole bunch of this sticking up like that. Think it'll do? And then what you can do is you can come along and harvest it, and doing that does something amazing. It actually sends a signal to the plant that it needs to reverse its aging. It needs to pretend to be young again and shoot out new growth. And so the next year you get another crop of these. Now if you wait a couple of years with coppiced wood, you can control how thick they'll get, and you can make dowels or spears or other long, thin, dowelish bits of wood, especially if they're growing in partial shade, because in that case they grow long and fairly straight. For wattle and daub fences, for willows, for baskets and all these things, I mean, this is something you can come back and harvest year after year after year. I wouldn't be surprised if this little patch was supplying all the wattle needs for this park, which has a lot of fences made in this fashion. If you too someday intend to make a wattle and daub mead hall, please hit the like button below and subscribe to our channel. We look forward to seeing you next time.